We had a fantastic season opener just a week ago in Bahrain, and by the shape of how this qualifying is, we could be set for another one here tonight. Welcome along to the Breakout Racing League's Tier 4 Championship, and we're here for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix here at Imola. You've got 19 corners that make up this historic track, and only one DRS zone down the main straight going into turn 2. We can see plenty of overtaking. However, that DRS is not going to be available due to the fact that it's raining out here. That is going to throw a bit of a surprise. I believe we have the C4, C3, and C2 available for us here, and we also have the inters and the wets, and by the looks of it, everybody... Oh, never mind. It's actually all softs, so it is not interconditioned just yet. So that is actually going to be a very interesting factor. We'll see who can keep it on the track. My name is Miniko, and alongside me is Deemer. Now, we had a fantastic season opener, as I said. Do you expect more of that?
Yeah, exactly. You know, Imola is one of those circuits where if you get it right, it's amazing, and when you get it wrong, it's really going to kick you right in the butt. Same thing with Bahrain last week, except for Bahrain was more twists and turns, and Imola is more straightaways, if you want to say. But nonetheless, I'm interested to see on what happens as James B is also on the mediums.
Indeed he is. I assume he's just going to do a banker lap on the mediums, but he has shown that he has the pace to be up at the front in Tier 4 a week ago. It could very much happen again. We'll have to see. But let's go over to the championship, in which, although there's only one race, that's currently being led by the Aston Martin of one underdog. He won the race from, I believe, the front row? Oh, no, he won that from third, and he managed to take the win there. Mr. Titan, he had pole, but he'll settle for P2. James B, as I said, he has the pace, and he grabbed a podium in that race. Then it's entered Caesar in 4th, Wavy in 5th, a top 5 finish for both AlphaTauris. They're looking pretty strong. DeCoach 6th, 7th, Hungry Caveman, 8th goes to Bald Guy, to our Mixer in 9th. And I believe a reserve was who actually finished in 8th place. I'll check as to who that is. It was... Oh, wait, no. Huh? Okay, no, the standings are a little bit weird. So I'm going to have to read that all over again. Or no. No, never mind, I was wrong.
No, you're not
it was Hungry Caveman. It was Wrath in the... yeah, it was Wrath.
Yeah,
that finished P8, in which he's here again.
Last week.
Was he?
Yep.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was in the AlphaTauri last week as a reserve.
Both AlphaTauris were there last week? Okay. Well, needless to say, he got points as a reserve. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
There's not much else to say about that, but that could all definitely change as it's only the first race. We don't exactly have a depiction of who's going to be fighting for this championship. We'll just see who has the pace here at Imola, in which Hungry Caveman is going to be the first person to set a lap time in the Williams as he goes onto the main straight, opens the DRS. What's the lap time everybody's got to beat? It's a 1:21.1. Usually you wouldn't say that's all that fast, but, you know, it is a little bit damp out there. In which, who's the next person to cross the line? It was a McLaren, but we didn't exactly see who.
I believe. Nope. It's gonna be,
I think he invalidated.
Now it's Wrath into P2.
Pretty good lap time from 2R Mixer, a full second ahead of Wrath. So Mixer looking to try and compete up at the front once again. Hungry Caveman's been disqualified for going the wrong way. What's happened for the Williams?
I think he's out of turn. I think that's, what is that, turn 3? No, 4.
Looks to be, but that is him from what would have been a decent qualifying, well, at least at the time. And now starting at the back of the grid. That is not the start he wanted for this race. We'll just have to see if he can climb up the order. And, well, we'll have to wait until this qualifying is done. Ball crosses the line. He goes up to 4th. So very decent lap time from the Haas driver, who didn't exactly have the best of times last week, so he's looking to bounce back. But he shows he has the pace to be in the mix. So we'll just have to see if he can possibly keep his nose clean. One underdog. He's going to start a flying lap. So is an Alfa Romeo of Quick Tongue, or is that Arabian? Yeah, that's Quick Tongue. He's on the medium compounded tire, so watch out for him. Freisty's going to cross the line. Where does he put the McLaren? He goes up to 5th now with a 122.3. So lap times, they're getting faster, but also slower.
Yeah, Titan. No, a game last week and this week is Titan's going to come around the final corner. He's going to go P3. My game last week was having issues with letting me, like, flick through the spectator menu and spectate people. So I had to click A on a certain driver and spectate that person and see what they were up to. So that's what I was just going.
Yeah, I've had that situation before.
Yeah,
it's
that's
definitely very tricky.
So don't worry about me.
Yeah, I had to do that when I was on board with Hungry Caveman, as I wasn't able to scroll through, but I can now. So lucky me, I guess.
Yeah.
Yellow flag in sector 3. I believe
that's just for Haas getting out of the way. Yeah. His underdog was the next one to get across the line, but he's invalidated. So I believe the next person is going to be Alfa Romeo. Quick Tongue. Yes, indeed.
He's on the medium compounded tire going through the final corner. He had a bit of a moment out of turn 18. He hits the he hits the bollard, but he goes up to 6th on the medium compounded tire. So a very good lap time from the Alfa Romeo. But who's that jumped up the order? That was Freisy. He goes up to 3rd. So a good lap from him.
Yeah, I'm bored with the bald guy who just came through that little tricky right-left. It's not raining anymore, by the way.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It isn't. So it's a matter of just the track drying. On board with Bald Guy. He's going through the final corner, taking it very leisurely to make sure he's able to get this lap time in. Comes across the line. Where does he put that Ferrari? He goes up to P8 directly behind Quick Tongue and the Alfa Romeo. So far, the top 6 are all on the soft compound of tire. Though that could all change. We could possibly see a really good lap time in the latter stages of qualifying.
Yeah, it's just a matter of when these guys want to go out. You know, track, like you were saying, it's still damp a little bit, and it's going to take a while to dry out. Noticeably, though, these guys like Arabian and Freisy, 3 laps on the soft, you know, obviously they're not going to start on these tires. So I think
well, you say that, yeah, they can invalidate all their runs and potentially screw that up.
Right, but, you know, we have 3, 6, 9 guys not to set a lap time yet, which I'm pretty confident within the next 10 minutes that they will. As that is Freisy with his 4th lap doing a 19.2.
Yeah, so he's just definitely getting used to the drying conditions, and he's put it up onto provisional pole. Going over to Wavy, though, he played a bit of a part in AlphaTauri, grabbing some great points last week. And while he could possibly see if he could help AlphaTauri get their first ever podium this season, gets a little bit squirrely, though, out of the first couple of corners, but he's managed to keep it clean. Let's go on board with the AlphaTauri, now going through the fast left and right. Not hitting the curb all that much. It's a purple sector 1, though. There's a lot of traffic, though. He has gone deep and is invalidated.
I cried.
See that?
What is going on now? Guys, what just happened?
Oh, yellow flag. That's the coach, I think. That's off. Yes, it is.
I just witnessed on my mini-map, the coach went off the circuit, an Alfa Romeo went around a Red Bull, and then it just, like, blobs.
Well, if we look, I believe it was Quick Tongue who's on a lap, so they're trying to get out of the way of Quick Tongue, as he is improving on his lap time. So where does he put that Alfa Romeo? He puts it up to 3rd, behind Bald Guy. So those two are potentially going to be swapping back and forth in this qualifying session. But yeah, bit of a mess, but they managed to get it all sorted.
Trying to find a guy, James B. That's the one I wanted to go on board with. Oops, that's not the right one. That is.
He's on an outlap as of right now.
But no, when he comes across the line, I don't know if you would like to do, as Corner Table's going to do, a 17 flat. Talk about a difference.
Yeah, that's a difference of around 2.1 seconds. So that's how you know that the track is definitely drying. And I'm assuming you wanted me to do an onboard lap with James B. Is that what you were asking?
I was gonna say, if you wanted to, or I can do it. Does not matter to me.
You can go ahead if you want to. I'll be on board with them for this.
Okay. As James B navigates the final 2 corners, very tricky to invalidate if you get it wrong on exit. Hits the throttle, wait, hit the DRS button, keep it nice and tidy on the right-hand side of the circuit, minimize the time and maximize track speed as the underdog is going to go pole with a 16.6. Not going to worry about that at the moment, though, as we're going to break into turn 2, keep it apex or turn 3, hit the apex or turn 4, run out wide, a little bit of curve on the exit. Here we go for the fast left-right chicane. He's going to take it nice and tidy. Not too much curve on the first apex. He's going to start purple sector 1 into the hairpin. Keep it tight on the apex, nice and run out on that curve on the left exit. On the run up through the double left-hander before Aquaman Raleigh, the tricky right-handers. Navigates those corners well. Here we go through Aquaman Raleigh, the double right. Keeps it nice and tidy on exit and entry. Hits the throttle again. Coming through to the final chicane, purple sector 2. See how he navigates the chicane. Titan's going to go 15.4 for pole. Coming down through into the final 2 corners for James B. 3 corners, I should say. That little kink right there is a corner. My parents are knocking on my door.
We didn't need to know that, but
Well,
anyways.
James B's going to finish his lap. He's going to go P2. I will be back.
Very, very good lap time from the McLaren there, and he now sits on the front row, but Titan on provisional pole by just over 4/10 ahead of the McLaren. It was 1.1 seconds before James B made his lap, but this could be the fight between these two for pole position. We'll just have to find out in the latter stages. That actually James B has gone just under 2/10 faster, so he could possibly be doing a double lap on these soft compounded tires. So that's a very, very interesting way to go. We'll see if it pays off, as I believe that is an AlphaTauri. Yes, it is. That is Wavy? No, actually, no. That's Entered Caesar, who is starting a flying lap. And I believe a bunch of people are going to start their flying laps real soon. I think Stupid Flanders is coming around the final couple of corners. Is he on a lap in the Alpine? He is not. He's going to dive straight into the pits and go on to a new set of soft compounded tire. Next person to cross the line, I believe, is that the McLaren of James B? If I can find him, there we go. It is, but he has it validated, so he will most likely go into the pits. Yes, he does, and that is him gonna go on to a new set of sauce as well. Next person to cross the line, though, I believe, is gonna be Sprightly in the Ferrari. He is on a lap time. He has not invalidated on the mediums. Never mind. I'm getting baited back and forth. Next person that is going to be coming to the line is going to be Caesar and the AlphaTauri. Doesn't set a purple sector 2, but we'll see where you can put that AlphaTauri. Ooh, getting a little bit squirrely out of turn 14 and 15, a Variante Alta, but he manages to keep it on track. Only just now going through the final 2 corners of Rivasa, and he manages to keep on track, but actually, no, I take it back. I wasn't looking. He invalidates. He dives straight back into the pits. Is Frizy gonna do a medium lap around here? He is gonna do a medium lap, you know, so we'll see what Frizy can do in the McLaren. And also what Arabian Killerat can do, and also Enter Teaser. Those two are a little bit off the pace in relation to everybody else. I believe the Alfa Romeo Quicktongue is going to start his lap. There's only 4 minutes left of qualifying left. The Unknown has retired from the session. That is in the pit, so he doesn't think he could beat that lap time. Very, very interesting decision there from the Mercedes. But Arabian Killerat nearly invalidating through the final corner of Rivasa. He managed to get a lap time in, though. It's only 2 seconds faster. But he's going to go again, by the looks of it. Yes, he is. And I believe... I'm not sure if anybody else is on a lap. Wavy's on an out lap. Oh, Arabian Killerat spins round. Manages to keep out of the wall. 360 spin. And that is not what he wanted.
Did I miss something entertaining?
Arabian Killer Axe spun out of the exit of turn 4, but he managed to keep out of the wall.
I got back when you were saying that, but I was talking about beforehand.
Yes.
Surprising to you?
Not really much, to be honest.
I did notice corner table is on that lap at the moment, just coming through sector 2. 3 tenths up on his time through the chicane. Is just getting validated on exit.
Ooh. Just pushing the limits a little bit too much, and that goes from a 3/10th improvement to no improvement whatsoever.
Mixer
is he gonna go again, though?
Gonna go P1.
Ooh. A very good lap time from the Aston Martin once again. He goes on to provisional pole. We could possibly see, if the lap times ramp up, could we possibly see 14s? Well, my question is, who are your bets for pole?
Pick a name out of a hat.
What's
your name? Bug
perfect answer.
Bug guy. I saw that.
What'd he do?
Yeah, Aquaman Raleigh.
They just have a moment and just go around it.
Him and Haas were having moment.
Oh, that's an improvement. That's Wavy in the AlphaTauri. He goes up to P4.
Ooh.
So good lap time from the AlphaTauri. We'll see if he could possibly better that. And there's only minute 43 left in qualifying. So he's gonna want to, well, get around there as soon as he can, or else he's not gonna be able to set another lap time.
Finishing a lap at the moment, starting to cut you off.
That's fine.
Coming through quick tongue, he's gonna jump up to P12. I believe the other Red Bull. Where is the? Starting hot lap. Never mind.
Yeah, mostly everyone is going around to start another lap. One of them being
buddy.
Mixer. Oh.
And
a Mixer goes into pits.
I just jumped on board with Bois. He came through that fast left, right, and Titan kind of looked like he drifted out on the exit of that left-hander, so got out of the way of Bois, which is nice. Oh, Bois. Don't snap the overs there.
Oh. He's pushing absolutely everything he can, and it's just the Haas is just complaining for grip, and I am not sure how he invalidated there. But he manages to keep within the track limits. 4/10 improvement. No, he has not. 4/10 improvement, getting really close with the Ferrari, I believe that was.
Yeah, the Ferrari to keep it wavy.
Yes, it was, but Bois now going through the final 2 corners of Ravazza, making sure he doesn't invalidate, as if you validate through the final corner, that's just absolute pain. He doesn't. He actually keeps it nice and easy. And where does he put that Haas? He goes up to P4. So, decent lap time from the Haas, but there are a bunch, and I mean a bunch, of people to go on another lap. The sun is starting to come out. Wavy is retired from the session, so he thinks he's not going to be able to improve his position. Well, one person already jumps him straight off the bat. It's Urban Growth. Qualifying is now done, so this is the last chance for anybody to get their lap time. Yeah, Arabian is P5, I think. No, actually, no, he invalidated before. Wrath is going to come across the line. He goes up to P5, doesn't beat his teammate, however. Next person is going to be the Mercedes of the coach. He's kept it valid. Where does he go across the line? P9 for the Mercedes. Next up is the Red Bull of Corny Table, only P12. Not a good lap time from him. What about Stupid Flanders? Down in P14, he goes up to P9, so the coach is just in the fringes of the top 10 as of right now. James B goes up to pole position with a 1:14.9. Very good lap time from the McLaren. I believe that was the Aston Martin of One Underdog who crossed the line. Yes, it was. He goes up to P6. Next person is going to be Frizy in the McLaren. Only P13. What about Bog Guy? Is he on a lap? No, he's not. So it's Sprightly that's on a lap. On the mediums, he only goes up to P14.
That's a soft.
It's Quick Tongue on a lap. He backs out. I think that might be qualifying done and dusted. Unless Urban Growth is on a lap. No, he is not. That is qualifying done. And it is James B on pole position.
Who would have thought of that? What?
Oh. I think he's just letting other cars by.
They're all AI.
I mean, to be fair, he's told me many times that if you want, like, if you're not on a lap, no matter if the people behind you are on a lap or not, just get out of the way. It's just that simple, and that's exactly what he has done. But he now dives into the pits. That's qualifying done. James B on pole, the only man in the 114s. Mixer on the front row. And Titan starting third. I believe we're just waiting for Bois to go into his pit box.
Or retire.
As I'm actually on board with him. Just take it a little bit. There we go. Nice and easy into there. Perfect.
Make sure they don't break the car.
Yeah, we know that Haas is very fragile. I mean, from what I know, Haas picked up the most damage in 2021 due to their crashes. But,
Did
you know,
see,
by the looks of it.
I don't know if you saw, but the crash that Schumacher had last season at Jeddah, I think was a $500,000 fix.
No, that was this season. Last season, it was, like, millions.
No, this season was 100 million, and then last season was half that.
I'll search it up later. We'll find out eventually. But anyways, back over to qualifying. Is James B? I don't know. It's James B on pole position ahead of Mixer. Titan in third ahead of Bois. It's a Haas fifth with Wrath currently sitting in fifth. Underdog P6. Raymond Killerak seventh. Urban Growth P8. Caesar P9. I missed who P10 was. It is Stupid Flanders. There we go. I figured it out. This is why you put up the stream on your laptop, people.
Something I never do.
I'm just smart that way.
Well, okay.
I always do that in case I miss something.
I wasn't gonna go there.
Well, I went there.
Well, I'm glad you didn't. It wasn't me.
Sunny skies here for the start of this race here, the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. And, well, we could be in for another exciting race. We had a bit of a exciting yet boring race in realistic yet last night. But, you know, it's tier 4. Anything can happen. And, well, majority of this time, it does. Let's go over to the trusty race director here. So, top 10 have to start on the tire that they qualified on, in which everyone is on the soft compact tire. And 11th all the way down to 19th have free reign. It looks like everyone is putting on the softs, except for Frizy, Corny Table, Quick Tongue, Bald Guy, Caveman on the hards. So that could be very interesting to see for the start of this race.
Okay, there's 2 guys on the softs in the top out of the top 10.
3, actually.
No, 2.
Get proved wrong. Oh, I know it was 2. Corny Table switched last second. That's what threw me
They
off.
were all on mediums except for the coach and Unknown and Caveman.
That is true. Well, we'll see if that pays off or not. Says the predicted pit stop strategy should be a 1-stop soft to hard or a 2-stop to soft medium. But obviously, with this game, you can most likely do a soft medium strat, which I believe everyone from P1 down to P11 and the Unknown are going to do that strategy. Wavy, Frizy, Sprightly, Quick Tongue, and Bald Guy all doing the alternate strategy starting on the mediums, which has been proven. That could be a pretty good strategy if you can keep up with those soft runners. But Corny Table and Hunger Caveman on the hards, that is going to be a bit of an interesting story. As we're already halfway through the formation lap nearly, and James B on pole position. He missed out on the title a season ago due to the fact that he missed quite a few races, but he managed to finish in P2 in the championship behind Phantom. Well, he's looking to bounce back, try and grab that this time around. Though he might not have Phantom, he still has the likes of Titan, One Underdog, all these drivers to contend with. And well, let's see if he can do it. That's James B, Tiora Mixer, Titan. That's the 2 Haas's, 1 Underdog, and 6. So both Aston Martins and both Haas's having a really good qualifying. Will that translate, though? My sources say I don't know.
I was gonna say your sources. Who are you talking to on over there?
Exactly.
Um,
If you know where I'm going, you'll know I don't know what will happen.
I was gonna say you don't know much of. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
I do know much of Tier 4.
Well,
That's why I don't have any
this is your
sources.
second season commentating it, and I did race in this tier last season. Yeah.
We have our knowledge. We have it.
It's just a matter of if we
Anyways.
want to remember it.
That's true. So everyone now forming up in their grid spot. Hunger Caveman going to be the last one to line up in the 19th place grid spot. 19 drivers, 32 laps of racing. It's going to be a hectic one for sure. As now the fiber lights come on for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. It's lights out, and away we go. Pretty good start for the front two. Titan gets a really good start, though. It's 3 wide already. Down to turns 1 and 2. Who's going to come out on top? James B not having the best of second phases, but it looks like it's going to be Titan that has the inside, but Mixer managing to keep it. Gets really on the curb, though. Who gets ahead in this battle? Contact, but TR Mixer is in front now. Titan in P2, one underdog from P6 all the way up to P3. Great start for the Aston Martin. That's a Haas going wide. I believe that is Bois. And he's fallen all the way down to P8. And James B is in 4th. Wrath in 5th. There's a bit of a swap going around between Cordy Table and Wavy. But so far, everyone keeping it clean. Caesar makes the move on Urban Growth for P6. So he's had a pretty decent start as well. But so far, everyone keeping it clean. And well, what a launch from Mixer, and a great launch from Titan, as they're now 1 and 2. Oh, there's a lot of swapping. Hold on. What's going on, Aqua Minerali? That is Bois around, and I believe Sprightly too. There's a bit of carbon fiber. I think, yeah, that looks like there's a bit of carbon fiber there. But Raymond Killarak and Bois are round. And that is not the start they wanted to this race, as the two Mercedes are swapping round. And that's someone slowing up as well. That's Frizy. Something's happened to the McLaren. Yeah, he doesn't. So he's clearly been in the wall a little bit. But Jora Mixer leads the first lap out of 32 from Titan. There's a lot of people in the pits. Hang on a minute. Oh, no. Oh, no. Both Mercedes are into the pits. They clearly had some damage. And that is going to cost not one, but 2 Mercedes, as we've got 6 drivers in the pits. What the heck happened?
Why is it a random yellow?
You know this game.
Cody?
You know this game.
Cody, thank you.
There's no reason as to why there'd be one. There's just always going to be one.
Reason for anything.
That is very true. That is very true. Let's go over to the position changes right now. So, Mixer from second on the grid, he moves up to the lead. Titan moves up to second. Underdog made up 3 positions at the start. He's now up to 3rd. James B had a poor start from pole. He's now down to 4th. Rat staying exactly where he is. Caesar is up to 6th. And I believe, well, the biggest mover as of right now is Bald Guy. Oh, he spun around, and he's going to be met by 3 drivers there and has front wing damage once again. So he's clearly not having a good time here at Imola. So he's going to have to come back into the pit. But now, James B takes the fastest lap of the race. So the front 4 have just simply bolted away from Wrath. Speaking of Wrath, he's under pressure from Caesar.
Yep.
Yeah, easy move on the inside as there's no driver. There is no driver in that AlphaTauri. Hang on a minute. I've heard that there's been people who don't use a helmet. How about just don't have a driver? It's as simple as that. Well, now he's there. What? Maybe it's just that because I was on board with Wrath. Yes, because I was on board with Wrath, because now he's not there. Weird. Anyways, moving on, James B.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, he's off. And the yellow flags everywhere. Oh my gosh, okay. But yeah, Caveman is off. He's now been relegated to P12. Doesn't look like he has any damage, though. He gets squirrely, though, with the hairpin. But keeps it easy for the time being. But, again, with the yellow flags. Again. Cordy Table grabs the fastest... not the fastest. What am I saying? Oh, my gosh. A 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Look. I'm clearly struggling here. But I'm also not at the same time.
I was going to say, are you sure you're not the one that's drunk here?
I haven't had any alcohol for over a month. All right, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Meanwhile, DRS available. Caesar grabs the fastest lap, but Titan gaining on the Aston Martin ahead. It looks like he's not going to be able to do anything. What about further back? Jamesby having a look on one underdog, but just backs out for the time being, and he's going to stay behind in P4. But he wants to get up to that front too, as they are bolting away from one underdog. There's already over a second between Titan and the Aston Martin.
Yeah, and if anyone remembers from last season, just on how powerful this DRS zone here at the circuit is, if you're anywhere within a 5/10 gap to the driver ahead, and you have DRS, you can easily pass the driver if they don't have a decent top end mixer. Just eat the sausage curbs. Okay, I watched that happen. As the coach with the fastest lap, at a boy.
Yeah, he grabs the fastest lap, and he gets past Stupid Flanders as well, up to P15. Unfortunately, he did have to pit. Again with the yellow flags. Okay. The FIA just really wants to throw out random yellow flags right now, but that's all clear now. Never mind, I take it back. But aside from that, Titan has the DRS. QuickTung's retired.
Uh-oh.
He has crashed, and that is a full course. Ooh.
Actually, these guys are going to come out right in front of the safety car, or right, yeah.
Actually, wait. Hello?
Okay. Okay.
Oh!
Okay.
I'm seeing the crash from QuickTung. He's lost, as I said, he lost it at turn 4, and he lost his rear tire as a result of it.
I think Mixer just broke the game.
This, you know, you could definitely agree with me on this. You know what that's giving me flashbacks to? Phantom in Belgium last season.
Yep.
That's giving me some flashbacks right there. But luckily, no one's been disqualified, so we're lucky.
It also reminds me of what happened in our league race on Tuesday. The same exact thing at the same exact track.
Oh yeah, you're right. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
You just simply gotta love it.
We don't have to. We just have to deal with it.
That's true. You're very true on that. Aside from that, though, the safety car is out. But the question is, though, who is going to pit underneath this safety car? Because theoretically, I'm not sure if the mediums will make it. Someone will tell me otherwise.
They probably could.
We'll find out.
Because there's probably going to be like 4 laps of safety car. Mixer's in, Titan's in, Underdog is in, James is in. Caesar, where did he come from? He's in, Wrath is in. Growth is in, corner table most likely will stay out. He is. Bald Guy staying out. Wavy is staying out. Sprightly is staying out. What is going on up here? Caveman staying out. And everyone's going on to the mediums except for Mixter. And Jane B.
That's very interesting. So they're possibly going to try and go aggressive and hope for another safety car.
I'm confused.
It's a very interesting strategies going on behind the safety car, but now everyone's going to line up. I'm not surprised that Corny Table down to Hungry Caveman have not pitted in this race due to the fact that they're on the alternate strategy. I don't know, but we move. You got Corny Table now leads the race. He does have a 3-second, but we are under safety car conditions from Bald Guy. That's Wavy in third ahead of Sprightly. Hungry Caveman from P19 on the grid, by the way. He's up to P5. So he's managed to keep it out of trouble, he's there. Blah gets a 5-second for speeding in the pit lane. That is not what he wanted.
I wonder if this is, yeah, this is for a set of medium. No, it's just set sauce.
He's probably hoping for another safety car.
For Frizy right now.
Oh yeah, he's a lap down, yeah. Ouch. That is not what he wants. He was actually already a lap down after the first couple of laps before the safety car due to the fact that he's been in the wall quite a few times. But yeah, McLaren clearly on a good time.
In this game, and I know it'll never happen, but I wish if you were a lapped car, you were able to unlap yourself and catch back up to the field.
Especially this early, too.
Yeah.
Like, I agree with that. Especially this early. It's only lap 6. And he's a lap down. Just let him by. You still got a bunch of the race to go. Oh, yeah, lap 7. I was on board with Frizy.
Yeah, I was
and I
too,
saw
and then
lap
I
6.
switched the quarter table, like, wait a minute, that's not right.
Yeah. Yeah. We all get confused by that. It's pretty normal. But, yeah, no. Like, they still got a bunch of laps to go. It's only lap 7. Just let him by. It's only going to take him like 1 or 2 laps to catch up. You still got like over 20 laps of racing. What's the point?
So,
but, you know,
can we get poggers in the chat, guys? I just bit my lip.
The way you just said that was... Can we get a poggers for biting your lip? Words I thought I would never hear, yet here we are.
Well, it's just like Abu Dhabi, it's your 2. That was completely
It's
intentional,
not similar
by the
to
way.
a
That was
Wario
intentional,
moment,
by the way.
but yeah, I know. I'm not counting that. I'm only counting 1 right now, and that was that Abu Dhabi. It was a thrilling title decider in Tier 2 last season.
Words from that race.
If anybody wants to check that out, then be sure to check out Breakout Racing League's YouTube channel. It's definitely uploaded up there. It was a 3-way fight for the title, and Sweller managed to grab that at Abu Dhabi due to a collision between the Red Bull and the Aston Martin. And, well, that definitely boiled down a lot more than just one collision. And, yeah.
If you guys want to find out what happened, just go watch. Just go watch.
Yeah, go check out Breakout Racing League's YouTube channel.
And
it's spelled the exact same way.
And you get to hear Deemer make a weird noise that has never been heard of before.
Hence the Wario term that we're referencing. Like, that's where the Wario term came from.
I'm just waiting.
Race.
If Patrick's watching this, I'm just waiting for a message from her just to be like, do it.
I'd not be surprised if she does that. I mean, I did it to you a couple times last season.
You did it to me last week. Don't even get me started.
I know I did, and it was worth it. It was worth every second. All right, I had to do it. Unfortunately, you didn't.
I mean, you didn't have to do it. You wanted to do it. There's a difference.
Potato, potato.
Tomato, tomato.
Yes. Your motto is just Wario now. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Let me go change my gamer tag to LDR Wario.
go do that, I guess.
Words never heard before.
I'm gonna pop up on Discord and just see that. All right. That's what we're gonna see.
Words never heard in a league race before, and here we have LDR Wario. Okay, that's a weird name.
I don't think that'd be announced in an actual league race. Just saying.
Wow.
Stig saying LDR Wardeemer.
Stig, I'm gonna punt you into turn 1 tonight. I swear, bro. What was that cackle?
It was a half fake, half real laugh.
I was gonna say that's like one of those like evil, sadistic ones.
Oh no, I could go a lot worse than that. But
well, I hope not to see it in oh, well, I was gonna. Okay, never mind.
Anyways, safety car is in this lap, so now it is Corny Table's discretion as to when they will go. He can leave it late, he can leave it early. We'll just have to see what he will do. It looks like he hasn't gone yet, so he's leaving it late. Max Verstappen style, and he has caught out Bald Guy by the looks of it. Race is now resumed, and Wavy already all over the back of the Ferrari of Bald Guy. He could possibly be having a look into turn 2. No, he doesn't. He backs out of it for the time being. Ooh, bit of a moment between the two, and Mixer manages to stay ahead, and that actually allows one underdog to get ahead. So that might have been a little bit of team strategy going on by defending Titan. That's allowed underdog in the Aston Martin to get ahead, and that's provisionally P1 and P2 as he's actually going for a move on Hungry Caveman. They're going 3 wide.
Get your popcorn, get your popcorn.
That is not a conventional way to go 3 wide. Who's going to come out on top? Though, bit of contact between Mixer and Sprightly, but Mixer gets ahead. He barges his way past, and he's up to P4 already. A great start from the Aston Martin ahead of Sprightly, ahead of Caveman. Meanwhile, for the lead, Yeah, Ball Guy's just gone up the inside and
up
manages to take the lead.
Hello?
There's a yellow flag. Stupid Flanders is round at Aqua Minerale.
No wing.
And it looks like he's completely lost his front wing.
Oh, wavy, 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 buddy! Where are you going?
Oh.
You're not ball test. You're the wrong car. Sorry, whoa.
Oh, he gets really squirrely. That backs up the pack a lot and actually allows one underdog to get past. Mixer is on a charge right now. He's gone from, I believe, PA all the way up to second place in this race. He's had a monstrous safety car restart, and he's already all over the back of Ball Guy, who actually has a McLaren. That's not entirely respecting yellow flags. Oh, and that's a Ferrari round. That's Sprightly. He's out of the race.
No.
What has happened? Oh, is that a safety car? Yes, it is. And Urban Growth has gotten a 5-second time penalty for colliding with Caesar.
Huh?
I'm not sure what's happened there. A bit of a chaotic safety car restart, but Sprightly is now the second DNF in this race.
Hey, you know what?
Safety car is now out once again.
You know what,
I told you, I predicted at least 2 safety cars.
This actually helps Bob because he can pit for mediums, get rid of his penalty, and go to the end. Boom, big brain.
That is true. Same with Urban Growth as well.
Bob's more important. Let's go, Bob. I'm just kidding.
Ouch, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. Growth
How
can't...
dare you do that to Urban Growth? Some favoritism going on right now. I'm actually...
It's called...
Wow.
Get it right.
Yeah, I could tell it's biased. I can very much tell. Urban Growth, I just want to say I apologize for Redeemer's actions.
Yeah, I'm
just going to say that.
I'm sorry, Urban Growth. You can also pit and get rid of your mixer, but okay. Flanders with a...
Oh!
Ouch, that's an F.
That is not what he wanted.
What?
He already pitted before the safety car. Oh, Bois is in. He called it. Oh, no! You know what that just gave me? That just gave me a flashback to Maldonado before, where he had a penalty and he served. And he's gonna go serve into pits, and he sped in the pit lane by doing so. Yikes!
Mercedes just double stacked again.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
The coach in the unknown clearly not knowing how team strategy work.
Boy, even with the penalty, still got out ahead of him.
Wow, okay. Ain't no 5-second make him lose a spot. Good to know. As he is, interestingly, on a set of softs, so he's hoping for, once again, another safety car. Last season, we had at least 4 safety cars. I know that.
He boxes again for the mediums.
And gets rid of the other 5-second. Oh.
Big brain. Flanders, by the way, you can't serve a drive to understand safety car, I'm sorry.
Well, he did go onto a set of medium compounded tires, so that might have been what he was doing. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, he still has the drive-thru.
Yeah. So yeah, he unfortunately can't serve that under safety cars. Is not really the point of a drive-thru is to make you lose time. That's not costing him anything under safety car.
But the seats if he could serve one under safety car.
Then it's not even a drive-thru. It's just like, hey, look at this. Nice lane you got here, especially in the position he's in.
Yeah, I mean, what's he gonna lose, though?
Exactly.
Okay,
There's not really much he can do. Wrath is in the pits, interestingly.
Take it easy. Good boy.
He does.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, both Haas's. Hang on a minute. Both Haas's are into the pits. You thought
brake.
Mercedes didn't exactly have the team strategy. I don't think Haas managed to call it well either.
Well, no, this is
as Wrath
goes
goes into the pits and...
That's a good one.
Actually, yeah, no, you're right. That could have actually panned out. Obviously, Bois had to wait due to his 5-second.
And he's on the top.
Actually, you know what? Fair play. Fair play, Wrath and Bois. They managed to play that off. He's on a set of enters. Hello? What?
What?
Huh? It's not raining, sir. What? I'm a little bit confused by this. Unless there's a prediction of rain. Hang on a minute.
Must
If there's one thing I definitely have noticed, the sun
It did get
has
pretty
died
dark,
away. It did. It's overcast.
I never got a weather update
There's
either,
rain.
so.
Actually, wait a minute. That would explain Mixer's, James B, Urban Growth, and Arabian's strategy to go on to a new set of softs. Because theoretically, they don't have to match.
Way too early to be predicting
That is
for
true.
rain because he's gonna overheat them. Yeah, but mine's like one of those commercials where it just goes. Like, that's what my brain is right now.
That's fair. But no, that explains why Mixer, James B, Urban Growth went on to another set of softs. They're expecting rain. They are definitely expecting rain. So with the safety car, they're just gonna try and go to the end of the soft stint before they go on to set of inters. If it does happen, and that also does explain why Bald Guy hasn't been in, or Corny Table, or Hungry Caveman, because they're just waiting it out. Speaking of into the pits, Urban Growth is in.
Yeah, he's getting a wing change.
Serving. He's serving his 5-second as well.
Ooh. Fair play.
And that's going to relegate him to P16.
Okay.
The question is, does Stupid Flanders go into the pits? He doesn't. What? Okay, so he's definitely expecting rain. I think there might be rain imminent.
But he's gonna always.
I don't know. I don't question strategies at this point.
Right now.
I don't question strategies in Tier 4. All right, because if you question it, you're just gonna be baffled later on. It's happened before.
But Minicum.
What?
It's raining.
Well, I said that there's a chance. It's already here. So Stupid Flanders may be actually onto something here.
I was literally. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
This is season 8, right?
Yes.
Okay. Season 6. Brazil.
Season. Go on.
Tier 4. That's what this reminds me of. And if you don't
Interesting.
know,
I'm not sure what happened there.
Okay, so long story short, I raced because I was in Tier 5 and Tier 4 in the constructors. Got bumped up to Tier 4, started on hards, was going to be raining, boxed under safety car, and it started raining as soon as I put the intermediates on. And I jumped up to like P4 because of
lovely.
Yep.
Lovely. And so safety car is in, so Bald Guy's now going to be the one. Yeah, he's already gone. Mixer was all over the back of him, and he hasn't been caught out by this. So Mixer is already on the back. Corny Table has been caught out. You're absolutely right. Caesar's into the pits, but look at Mixer. He's already on the left-hand side of Bald Guy and into the lead, so he's timed the safety car restart absolutely perfectly. And he now takes the lead of the race from Bald Guy, from Corny Table. Then it's Hungry Caveman, one underdog, and Titan. Speaking of one underdog, he's on the back of Hungry Caveman, but he's not able to make a move. And, well, what I'm really curious to see later on is how is this going to work in terms of the rain? Will it dampen up enough? Well, right now, Caesar is saying that a new set of softs. Flanders is still on inters as he served the drive-through, actually, as I believe Wrath has gotten ahead of the Unknown for P11 in this race. So far, everyone keeping it nice and tidy for the start, for the safety car restart. And, well, Mixer is already ahead by 3 seconds, and, underdog just missing the back of Caveman, and nearly got overtaken by Titan behind. James B, though, he's looking for a move, backs out of it, though. That's one thing James B was known for last season, is that he manages to keep his nose clean during race conditions. He's definitely doing that right now.
You're just kind of on board watching Frizy right now, you know. Still a lap down, which, I'm still gutted for him. Being lap 4, I think it was, before it became a lap down.
Meanwhile, look at this, though. Underdog and Caveman going at it. Underdog on the left. Caveman on the right. Who's going to come out of the top? It is going to be the Underdog down the inside. Actually, no, it's not. Hungry Caveman gets really good traction on the hards. Manages to stay ahead. Now it's Underdog and Titan going at it. And now it's James B. They're going 3 wide. But James B backs out of it. Underdog backs out of it. Titan has now moved himself up to 5th. Oh, it gets really squirrely. but stays ahead. Wow, that was close.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that you were saying, you know, a few minutes ago, that James B is always sticking his nose in. His Wavy and Ravian are going at it. Up the hill to the
Looks like Wavy's just gotten ahead.
left. Yeah, they were battling all the way through the hairpin.
Wow, okay. And Wavy managing to get ahead as he's now up to P8, gonna try and chase after James B, and that's Titan round!
Oh, there goes Raven Killer.
Oh yeah, he's round as well, so Titan losing it. Aqua Minerali has caught out a Raven Killer. Frizzy gets the 3-second time penalty. There's a front wing gone of somebody. I think that might have been Wrath. He's completely lost his front wing. Yellow flag in Sector 2 and Sector 3, unsurprisingly, due to the debris. But now Wrath has to pit. DRS has been enabled, so the track is not wide enough, though I'm seeing droplets on the track. I am seeing droplets, so I'm kind of starting to doubt that.
Circuit at the moment. Yeah, there's
Wavy is into the pits, so is Corny Table. Wrath, unsurprisingly, into the pits, so that is now let Underdog up into P4, James B up into P5, Boaz back up to P6. So after the shenanigans that he was doing in the safety car restart, that has managed to bump him up into a top 6. So clearly, strategy gone right for him. The coach up to P7 now. It's Unknown in P8. Urban Growth and Arabian Killerak. As I'm seeing quite a few people now on the Inter tire. So that's very interesting. Arabian Killerak is round, I think. Yes, he is.
I want to point something out. Mixer is up to a 10-second lead.
Yeah, he is absolutely flying in the Aston Martin. Clearly, those softs are definitely working for him. But the question is, well, what is the condition like? Is it Inter? Is it dry? I mean, it's getting close to the crossover.
There's no racing
it doesn't look great.
Oh, the coach.
That is true.
Yeah, it's getting really slippery. It's Inter's.
Oh, yeah. Mixer having a little bit of a moment. He has another moment once again. DRS has been disabled. Oh, this is just panned out perfectly for Mixer, as he is now straight into the pits. And I believe everyone will follow suit.
I hope so.
Yeah, exactly. You'd hope so.
Frizzy?
Ball guy in. Caveman in. One Underdog in. Yeah, Frizzy's staying out, which is very interesting. Oh, James B! An Angry Caveman getting a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Underdog has stayed out, but that could be because of the Aston Martin pit box, due to the fact that Mixer was in it. But yeah, Mixer now on the intermediates. Caveman is on a set of mediums. Oh no! Caveman's retired!
In the pits.
That is...
I'm confused.
What? Okay. I am confused as well as Bois. Oh, Flanders gets a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting and getting a place. That could have been on his teammate.
Oh, look out!
Not sure. You just say that and not say what. Oh my gosh, what is going on?
Yeah, Caveman's AI is on circuit.
Oh, it is, and that's causing a lot of kerfuffle going on. Titan's now ahead of Urban Growth, so is stupid Flanders.
Oh, you know
what has happened? Everyone's slowing back. They're getting illegal overtakes. They're getting illegal overtakes. Oh no!
That's my damage.
Is he off? Yes, he is. He has gone off at the hairpin. Has managed to not DNF, luckily, but that is front wing as he manages to just, crawl his way on the track. And, well, to prove that it's interconditions, Mixer is ahead. Mixer is already ahead and back up into the lead. And Underdog will surprisingly be into the pit, unsurprisingly be into the pits. Yes, he is.
Is this shades of Slayer Johan from Tier 4 last season?
I don't know. I genuinely do not know. One person, though, that I guess you could say got really screwed over there, but is that Bois went onto a soft compound tire, and that has absolutely screwed him. He's losing a lot of time. Underdog is now on the set of Inters. So is Frizzy. Bois will most likely go into the pits. Yes, he does.
Yeah, we're gonna blame Jeff for that one.
To be fair, other people in Tier 4 have had that moment. Ball guy being one of them at USA, but he managed to make up for it. But yeah, blame Jeff.
Times?
Well, that's really the main one I can recall.
thought he
He's
did
back
it.
in USA.
Where else did he do? Let me see if Caesar.
Oh.
Game card.
Yeah, try and find it back as soon as possible. That has managed to spread out a lot of the grid, though, because if you look at the gaps right now, Mixer is ahead of Corny Table by nearly 19 seconds. And meanwhile, James B is around 1.4 behind Corny Table and is followed by Bald Guy. The coach is in P5. Underdog on the back of the Mercedes, however. Urban Growth is in P7. Flanders P8. Titan P9. Unknown in the top 10. So this has made or broke a lot of people's races now.
Yeah, it's definitely a curveball. As Catcher and I used to say in Tier 2 last season. Definitely a curveball that you, as Ball gets a time penalty. Those things are going to be a little bit more easier. Well, not easier, but a little more harder to come by now because it is raining and you're trying to keep the car within the track limits. So you don't spin off and die, as it is very easy to do in the wet, especially at this circuit.
That is very true. Can we just take a moment, though, for Ball Guy and Corny Table? Corny Table has gone up 13 positions in this race. Ball Guy is up 14. They were outside the top 10, and they have managed to put themselves at a top 4 position. And this isn't just strategy. Well, I mean, it is kind of strategy, but
Safety cars.
Yeah, safety cars have really played a part in this, and, well, now they're up there on, provisionally, podiums. Like, that is absolutely incredible.
Well,
Though they still have to be aware, though.
Another thing to point out, James B, I don't know if this is a thing, which I probably should know, but I don't think you're able to get a 5-second time penalty removed from speeding in the pits, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so, yeah, that's an F.
Yes, he's gonna have to build quite a bit of a gap if he wants to stay. If he wants to keep a podium position. Though he is on the back of Corny Table as of right now. He's on the ERS button. He pulls to the left-hand side, does the McLaren, and it looks like he's gonna have this move done. But by the time they get to turn 2, yes, he does. No, actually, no, he doesn't. Corny Table fighting back a little bit, but James B with the inside gets ahead.
Yeah, unless there's a late curveball. It's the only thing that I can see. That I can think of happening.
Yeah, could definitely happen.
This Titan is ahead of his teammate Flanders before turn number 2.
If only I could scroll. Give me a second. Hello, there we go. Yep, Titan is now up to P8. He's going to try and chase after Urban Growth for P7. As of right now, quite a few people have a time penalty. Some of them are due to speeding in the pit lane, and most of them being due to track limits. James B has a 5-second. Corny Table, to coach, the unknown, Blah, and Frizy have 3 seconds. Flanders and Arabian Killer Act with 8 due to track limits and speeding in the pit lane.
So,
well, that could potentially knock them out of the points if they're not careful.
One thing I did notice, I don't know if you're paying attention to the track map at all. When James B entered Aqua Minerale, Mixer was hitting the final 2 corners.
Yeah, Mixer is just absolutely gone. He's 21 seconds ahead of the pack. He is just in a world of his own. And speaking of which, I'm liking the tribute that Mixer's got going right now. He's wearing a Senna-styled helmet. I'm liking the tribute there. Obviously, for those that don't know, Ayrton Senna lost his life here back in 1994 due to a horrific crash in, well, I'm not sure what corner, but yeah, that cost him his life. And well, this has really been the track everyone knows for where Senna died. That's why it's historic for the most part. And Mixer clearly paying tribute to that with the Senna helmet. Wait, he's gotten a 3-second.
Check where he passed. We don't use that other word in the second.
Oh!
Red flag, yellow flag.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, well, heat of the moment. Anyways,
Also,
Arabian Killer ground at turn 4 that he's managed to keep it going.
Is Titan wearing a yellow and gold, or a yellow and green one for Carbon, who is not here tonight. For those who don't know,
Yeah, for those that...
Carbon's grandfather did pass away earlier this week, so sending your regards, condolences to you, Carbon. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well as well. It really hit him hard, so unfortunately he was not able to make this race. And Titan clearly paying tribute to that. And here's another tribute as Titan goes down the inside on Urban Growth through Vavasa, but is not able to make the move just yet. He definitely had a little bit of a look, though. And, well, that's cost him quite a lot of time. That could potentially get Stupid Flanders in the mix as of right now, as Stupid Flanders is very much on the back of his teammate. And if they collide, that is just going to be absolutely horrific. But they do not, and he stays behind. Meanwhile, Wrath has managed to get past the Raven Killer Act for P12.
Yeah, one thing I also,
Oh, yellow flag. Is that for
wait, I just did
Underdog? That was for Mixer.
Was it?
It was. He had a moment through Aqua Minerale.
We got this for 22 seconds, though.
Just give it a second. Give it a second. There we go.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
It's now 18 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just have to wait until the car behind passes that, but yeah, there
Whoa,
we go.
Flanders drifting,
Battle for... Oh, he is out! Is that going to be another safety car? It is another safety car! Oh, no.
Can you say saved?
No.
I'm talking about James B, because he can serve the 5-second time penalty.
Oh, you're right. Is he going to, though?
Nope.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, no, blah.
Oh! Drive-through penalty for Bois for speeding under safety car. That is not what he wanted. It has not been the best of days for... Oh. That is a very interesting call there for the Ferrari. He's into the pits. Onto... Softs. What?
Okay.
I'm very confused. It does not look like that time for it to be dries. Sorry to break it to you, ball guy, but it is nowhere near those conditions. Unless he could be doing what Flanders did, and it could potentially dry up. But it's going to take a longer time for it to dry up than it does for it to dampen. So, I'm not so sure about that.
I wonder if
he's already off.
An accidental coda again.
Well, he's already off, so
yeah.
I don't know.
It doesn't look like it's not raining as hard as it was before. What is going on?
That is true, but it's still raining, that's for sure.
I don't think... Depending on how quickly this dries up, it's still going to take a while, like you were saying, for those softs to get to the right temperature and for a racing line to be built.
Yeah, just going on board with James B right now, I do not really see a racing line.
It's not raining anymore. It's not raining anymore. It is in some spots.
No, it's still... For me, it still is. I can still see some droplets here and there.
I mean, I was on board with urban growth, and it didn't look like it was
Well,
raining.
now it stopped raining.
Yeah, it's gone. What is going on?
It's gone now. What
the...
Okay, nah. Okay, I know that wasn't a mistake for Ball Guy then. They're thinking that this will dry up by the time the safety car comes into the pits. That is definitely the case that's going on right now. As to whether it'll pay off, it does take a while. I don't know. I am genuinely confused. One thing's for sure, though, is that the softs will definitely make it. But it's just a matter of how.
Arabian's putting on mediums. I do see the sun starting to shine.
I'm still seeing... Well, it's still overcast, but the rain is done. There's still spray coming off the back of other cars.
If you go on board with Titan and you look back at the hairpin, you can see the sun through the clouds.
It's slight. It's very slight.
Rivian?
So, I don't know. I am pretty confused. I am genuinely pretty confused.
I think that makes two of us.
I still think it's Inters. Yeah, exactly. It still enters. It still definitely enters by the looks of it. I believe the safety car will be in next lap. We're waiting on 4 cars to line up, that being Titan, Bald Guy, Wah, and Arabian Killarak, in which, well, they're still in this race after the moments that they had. We've lost Stupid Flanders, Hungry Caveman, Sprightly, and Quick Tongue from this race.
Wrath is in.
This is screaming that they think it's softs.
Risey
So that's very
throw on
interesting.
some softs. Caesar's throwing on some softs. And Wrath is throwing on some softs.
So this could potentially make or break their race right now, because if it dries up by that point, then they're gonna look like absolute geniuses. If it doesn't, they're gonna be sliding around like they're in like, like they're on ice.
Easy. Literally, someone took out the mixer. You good, bro?
Oh, he spun! Oh no! That is... He had that in the bag. He was in the lead of this race.
Mixer.
And now he's fallen down to P7. He re-overtakes Titan?
They're really gonna penalize Titan for that.
I'm confused by that again. But aside from that now, Wavy has unlapped himself. Hang on a minute. Wavy has unlapped himself. So, James B is now the head. Safety car is in this lap.
You know what?
Okay. Huh?
Wavy was the car directly behind Mixer when he spun.
Oh, that's true. That's true, he was. But now, yeah, since that Mixer spun, he's now down to P7. That put Wavy in the lead, and obviously that guy, there's a Red Bull off the track. Not sure for who that was. And that, everyone's backing up now, but James B is now heading this race from Corny Table, from the coach. That's Underdog, Urban Growth rounding off the top 5. When did James B go?
Gone.
He's gone. He has gone and has caught out Corny Table a little bit by the looks of it. And now the race is now resumed. 5-second time penalty for the unknown. As he speeds in the pit lane, he's in the pit. So is the Mixer. So is Caesar. So that's very interesting. Underdog manages to get past the coach for P3 in this race. The question is, though, is Bald Guy gaining on these drivers? It's close. It's crossover. I genuinely think it's crossover right now. So this has worked in Titan's hands somewhat.
I'm so confused by this whole scenario of what we just watched.
Rightfully so.
Is going slow, rightfully so. See what these other guys do.
Yeah.
Top 4.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting as well. Actually, wait a minute. Okay, no, I feel like this screams it. Titan's ahead of Urban Growth, and Urban Growth is on Enter. Titan is on soft. I think
Urban Growth did have a moment coming out of the hairpin, so...
Oh yeah, that is true. So we'll see if it is time, but Titan is
it
not
is
losing
it's
pace.
Time. It's time.
Oh yeah, no, he just gained 5/10 basically through that. 5-second time penalty for Wavy as he speeds in the pit lane, and that has absolutely ruined his race. And now I suspect that everyone is gonna pit that are on the intercompounded tire. James B, he's in. Corny Table stays out. I'm not sure what's going on there, but now Corny Table leads from Titan. Then it's Wrath in P3. And I believe, after everything is sorted out, yeah, Bald Guy's P4. This is not the top 4 I expected in this race. What is happening? But now, Corny Table leads, though. He's already going to lose that place to Titan as he takes the lead of the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. And Wrath will most likely follow suit. Yes, he does. Round the outside of the hairpin. Corny Table trying to fight it back. But it looks like he is going to lose that position. And now Wrath is up to second. Oh, and Corny Table's round.
Kept his no, his wings gone.
That now promotes Bald Guy up to P3 in this race. Corny Table down to P4 with no front wing. Mixer, though, will be promoted up to P4 in this race. But what could have been? He was in the most comfortable position all race, and this one thing
I'm
has
gonna get
completely
time
screwed him
play.
over, and a 3-second time play for good measure. Oh, no.
Wait a minute. Rath could
What's
win
happening?
this race.
You're absolutely right. As obviously he does not have a time play. DRS has now been enabled. Titan has to pull a 3-second gap on Wrath if he wants to win this race. Wrath just needs to stay within that gap. Meanwhile, Mixer manages to get ahead of Corny Table for P4. And I don't think he's going to have enough time to catch up to Ball Guy. So this could potentially be, if it stays the way it is, this is your podium right now. Wrath, Titan, Ball Guy. This is not what I anticipated at all.
There's 5 laps left, so, I mean, okay. Mixer just took 5/10 out of Ball Guy in that one set. Oh my god. He just took a full second in a sector.
Yeah, Mixer clearly flying in this race, unsurprisingly, due to the fact that he's been rightfully taken away what would have been a beautiful win. But well, it's tier 4. Can't exactly get what you want. Corny Table exits the pit lane as he is now in P13 behind Bois. That is not what Corny Table wanted. He was looking good for most of this race, but it's just all unraveled.
Yeah. I mean, it really stinks.
Oh, hang on a minute.
What happened?
Bit of a benefit here for Titan. He's got DRS on Frizy ahead because Frizy's being lapped. Titan is going to have that DRS, and he's pulled 5/10 from Wrath. 6/10.
I'm more concerned with the fact that Mixer took 3 seconds out of Ball Guy in 1 lap. He
It's just the
basically,
fastest lap for good measure.
he took a second each sector.
Mixer clearly working with the conditions as of right now as he's trying to chase down that podium. He wants that podium.
Urban
And
Growth
while
is going to
he's
get past
giving
the
it everything.
unknown P8.
He does, and he moves up to P8 in this race. He's now going to try and chase after James B. James B has not had the best of races here in Imola, as he is from pole down to P7. That is giving me Lando Norris vibes, because that's exactly what happened to Lando Norris in the Russian Grand Prix in 2021. They can still make up for it, as he is behind a coach who's going to try and get past that Mercedes. He will be past the Mercedes, granted he doesn't get a penalty. But yeah, it's not what the pole sitter wanted.
Yeah, I mean, it really shows that anything can happen in these races. You know, and we just don't expect it, and then it happened, and then we're just like, ah! You know, we're just flabbergasted
Yeah, exactly.
about it. You know, it's what makes things interesting.
So it makes tier 4,
Yeah,
needless to say.
Okay.
Mixer sets another fastest lap of the Grand Prix. The gap between him and Ball Guy is now 6.4 seconds. He is just absolutely flying right now, is that Aston Martin. He's got that setup perfect. He's got the track conditions perfect. And right now, he's going to try and grab his first podium of the season. James B gets ahead of the coach for P6. The Unknown has now gotten back past Urban Growth for P8. And that is actually going to invite Caesar back into this. Caesar is still in the points after what's happened to him.
So, looking at Mixer's last 2 laps, his first actual push lap on softs was a 17.1. His last lap was a 16.8.
Wow.
And then
That's all I got for that.
Ball Guy's last lap was a 19.7.
Wow. Okay, so he's 3 seconds a lap faster. Oh, that's a moment for the Unknown. Goes a little bit wide at Aqua Minerale, but he manages to keep the car on on the track and out of the barrier. Is he still trying to defend PA in this race? The sun is starting to come out, so that's how you know the track condition. By the way, Titan now has a 3.9 second gap to Wrath behind, so he has gotten the gap he needs, as there's only 2 laps remaining.
Yeah, I'm watching. I think Mixer might have to settle for P4 in this race. Is James B's going to take the fastest? That's almost 4 times faster.
Yeah, James B clearly flying right now. The pole sitter showing that he definitely had the pace to be up there, as he's now trying to chase after the underdog for P5. We'll see if he can do it. Meanwhile, There it is. Urban Growth is ahead of the Unknown. So is Caesar, as they now demote the Unknown back down into P10.
Yeah, with 2 laps left, even if Mixer does catch Bald Guy, I don't think he's going to be able to build the 3-second gap.
He needs to be 5 seconds faster.
Yeah.
To put it simply. I mean, sure, he definitely has the pace, but 5 seconds? Really? No way. There is just absolutely no way he can do that. As we're now coming on to the final lap of this Grand Prix, and that is being led by Titan in the Alpine, who was definitely on the pace last week. And, well, he grabbed a podium for his efforts. And, well, this is the win he wanted. Looking over, I think, so far the closest battle is between Caesar and the Urban Growth for P8 in this race. Caesar just flirting with that 1 second, is within that 1 second. He is going to have the DRS, does the Unknown. Yes, he does, so they're managing to stay close to each other, but not going to be able to make a move just yet. Meanwhile, Mixer is all over the back. That is not Mixer. Hello. There we go. He's all over the back of Ball Guy for P3, at least on track. I don't think there's going to be any more opportunities for him to make moves, so he's just going to have to stay behind that Ferrari for the time being as we go over to Titan. And, well, P2 last week, after what was a great season opener, and, well, he has managed to translate a P3 position to leading this race, and he comes around the final corner, and he's weaving across the track. He knows he's won this. He's got this win. He crosses the line, and he wins the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Wrath, unfortunately not within the 3 second, but he'll settle for second place in this race. Mixer did get past Bald Guy, but he will not gap him 3 seconds. So Mixer will cross the line provisionally in P3, but that's going to be given to Bald Guy. Another podium for the Ferrari here in Imola. Underdog finishes in P5. James B will finish in P6. It's not been the day that he wanted from starting on pole. The coach will finish in P8 as Urban Growth manages to jump past him. Caesar, by 34 thousandths of a second, misses out on P8. He'll have to settle for P9. The Unknown will have to cross the line for one singular point. But wow, what an amazing race.
My mind's blown. Like, I have no words.
Neither do I.
I mean, I usually...
Blah will cross the line for P11. Corny Table will cross the line P12. Remy Killerack, P13.
Yeah, definitely not the race Bois would have wanted. You know, wait a second in there. What is going on over here?
Driver of the day goes to Bald Guy. Unsurprisingly, he started P18 in this race, and he utilized the safety cars to his advantage, and he takes the win here. I mean, not the win. He takes the podium here in Imola. But Titan, he may have started third, but he was up there the entire time. He's played the strategy right, and he's taken the win here in Imola. Wrath, from starting in P5, he will grab a podium. And Bald Guy, once again, keeping what he did a lot, grabbing surprise podiums. And just, wow, that's all I got.
Yeah, definitely one of those things that keeps Tier 4 entertaining, I guess you could say.
Quite definitely. Well, you go ahead and invite the drivers for our podium. As well, Titan wins the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix from Wrath. Then it is Bald Guy in P3. A great race from the Ferrari. Mixer, from starting on the front row, it has not been his day. Unfortunately, he'll have to settle for P4. Underdog will finish in P5, so still some great points for Aston Martin. James B will finish in P6 and grab the fastest lap for good measure. Urban Growth P7. The coach P8. Caesar P9. The Unknown settling the top 10. With Bois, P11, Corny Table, P12, Remy Killerack, P13, Frizy, P14, Wavy, P15. We have lost Stuart Flanders, Hungry Caveman, Sprightly, and Quick Tongue from this race. And well, what a race it was. as we look over, yep, everyone is here for the podium. So, Redeemer, why don't you start us off with P3 for Bald Guy?
Yeah, most definitely. Bald Guy, P3 in the race. Didn't really have a great qualifying. And then the race was just topsy-turvy, back and forth between the weather and the safety cars and everything else. Walk us through your race, and congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I had my race engineer that retired from the race early kind of help walk me through it, and we were able to put together some points. It wasn't easy conditions there as it started to rain. Didn't know, should I pit for inners, or is it going to be like the race that I did earlier in the week where it rained for 12 laps, but drives were fine, so I didn't know. Went ahead and went in, and it worked out pretty well. So, yeah, thankfully, this no ABS thing is still a learning curve, and during the wet, it is much harder than it is when it's dry. So I was just happy to keep it going straight and get a third, and yeah, we're happy with that.
Yeah, most definitely good points for you and the team. I don't even know where we're racing next week. That's a problem.
A track somewhere.
Oh, that track. You have any fond memories?
You're Discord admin. You should know this.
Yeah, I know. But I have so many other things going on in my life right now. You know what? You just go. Shh. Okay. Anyways, Bald Guy, Portimao next week. Any good thoughts, hopes, or just gonna try to get points for next week?
I love Portimao. I mean, that was my first win last season. Was at Portimao, so if I can get enough practice to where I feel comfortable with no ABS on there, and I mean, Titan is super quick. There's lots of quick drivers this season, so it's going to be difficult, but I will certainly put on my best hat. And Sprightly will be right behind me, no matter where I finish at. Yeah, we're thinking first and second.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, but it sucks to see Sprightly crash out early on in that race.
He just didn't have enough lubricant.
Yeah. I know Sprightly, and that's pretty good reason on why he crashes out almost every race, or any race, but Sprightly, I still love you, buddy.
Shots fired.
I still love you, buddy.
Shots fired, that's all I need to say.
Shut up, Titan. Shut up. Go away. Oh, well, I can. It is my party, sir.
He's already been in the booth twice already, come on.
Miniko, I will hand it over to you for second and first.
Alright, thank you very much. Once again, Bald Guy, congratulations on the podium from P18 on the grid. And, well, you definitely made those conditions work a treat. And, well, we'll move on for P2 for Wrath. Now, Wrath, qualifying was very good for not only yourself, but also for Haas, 4th and 5th. It was definitely a topsy-turvy race for you, though, but you managed to come out with P2. It could have been P1, but unfortunately, you missed out by around 1.9 seconds. But still, P2 in the race. How do you feel?
Yeah, I just couldn't catch up to the McLaren to get DRS at the end there, and I couldn't catch Titan. He just had that pace. I was watching the tenths grow and grow and grow, and I was like, the laps aren't going away fast enough. So I tried to hold on to him as best I could, but 1.6 seemed to be the definitive time at the end. So congratulations to him. But yeah, topsy-turvy race, and I love the wet. It seemed to come out for me again. So I'll rain dance anytime that I'm coming out here. So. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if the wet provides more podiums for you, then you'll definitely be doing a lot more rain dances, needless to say. But yeah, once again, just another great podium for you. Next week, though, we go over to the Portuguese Grand Prix at Portimao. What do you think of your chances there? Well, I mean, I know you're reserve, but, well, you've definitely been a great reserve. And if you do get that seat, what do you think you can do there?
It's not my stronger track, and I'll have to sweat some laps, but I hope others and everybody else can make themselves back out. I'm not sure I'm quite up to Portimao, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Redeemer, do you have any questions for Wrath?
No, sir.
All right, then with that, then we'll move on to the winner of the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Once again, congratulations on your podium, Wrath. But we move over to Titan. Now, starting P3 in this race, you had a great start, managing to get ahead of the pole man. And, well, with some very I would say questionable, but it wasn't entirely questionable because you made it work. Some questionable strategies, and you managed to take the win here in Imola. Just tell us, what were your thoughts and how was your race?
Oh, my race was, again, second week in a row, frustrating race. I need to start taking blood pressure pills for this league now. It's terrible. But yeah, I want to start getting known for my risky strategies, as I'm pretty sure, Minico, you have experiences of my risky strategies last season at Singapore, I believe. Me going on enters 3 laps before it actually was entered conditions, and I ended up winning that race. But stop ego patting myself here yet. But I never thought I would win the race. It was all, since the second safety car, it was all just recovery drive, try to get as many points as possible, and it turned out, and at the end of the race, turned out that I got the max amount of points besides the fastest lap, but I don't think I was going to get that with Warren Sauce and no DRS.
Well, needless to say, despite all of that, you managed to make it work, though, and once again, another podium as you now take the championship lead. I know it's a bit early, but, you know, still having that comfortability of being in the lead is still pretty good. Next week, though, Portimao, what do you think of your chances? Do you think you can do it again?
I'm hoping for a good points finish. If I get a podium, that's a bonus. If I win again, that's an extra bonus. I just want to be consistent, keep getting points. If I continuously get points, I'll continuously stay high in the drivers' championship, and hopefully, sadly, my teammate Flanders wrecked out, but hopefully me and him can start practicing some more together and start getting Alpine further up in that constructors battle as well.
Yeah, we'll just have to see in just a week's time. Redeemer, do you have any questions for a race winner?
No, sir.
All right, with that then, that is going to wrap up interviews for Tier 4 and, well, for Tier 4 action. But in around 30 minutes' time, we will have Tier 3 as they shall battle out in Imola, and we'll see who comes out on top after what was a thrilling season opener for them as well. Then also tomorrow we've got Tier 2 and Tier 1, same times. And, well, we'll see how they can tackle Imola. Next week, we've got Portimao for the Portuguese Grand Prix, starting with F2 on Wednesday, then Realistic on Thursday, and then we're here a week from now. And, well, can't wait to see how that goes on. But for Redeemer and I, that is everything. Good day, good night, see you in 30 minutes time.